Welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast where we take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 and more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your humble host this week, and this is...
I don't need an introduction. I'm kidding. I am the mouthy bastard. I'm here to have some fun, talk about some cute pets, have a good time. Let's get this. Let's go. As, you know, that one down there usually says. Let's get it.
No, let's get it.
Let's go. And next up is...
Hey guys, it's Brian the Dank Bastard, but I am down in the back rooms. I found some weird staircase out in the forest and I climbed up it, and next thing you know, I'm just lost down here. But we have Wi-Fi, so it seems to be okay, guys. So I'm coming to you live from parts unknown today. And next we have...
Directions are a problem for this group, just saying. But yes, that voice you're hearing that makes you just moist with glee is your ODB, your old dirty bastard, here as always to entertain you and bring you some good times. Because are you not entertained? But we're here to talk pets today, folks. So hide the peanut butter, because when bastards talk pets, oh God help us all. And next up, don't believe a word this man says, but here he is.
Of course, this is your boy Q, and Jeremy, your voice might make them wet, but I'm the one who finishes it out because we all know you can't do that. So, everybody, this is your boy Q. We talking cute petsies today. Yeah. And that's what we gonna do. So let's get it, let's go. And wait, Brian, didn't you say you climbed up a ladder?
Up a staircase in a
So
forest, yeah.
you went up a staircase, but yet you're hosting from down below.
Yep,
I don't get it.
Did you just say that he's the one that gets them wet, but you dry him out?
That's what I was going to say.
No, I'm
That's what I was
going
gonna
to
say.
finish them all.
Thank you. I was going to say that.
God damn it. Y'all, let's go. Let's get it.
I don't even know how to even start off from that one.
See? It's not me that's the issue. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you have a lot of issues, so yeah. But at least I'm following behind my husband, and I'm the best looking bastard, so,
Believe me, I'm the one that's always behind her.
That makes six bastards. Bubbles is not with us this week. She's out having some fun doing her own thing. But we do have Kevin joining the stage with us again. He hasn't been here for a bit, but I think this is probably the perfect bracket for him. How you doing there, sir?
Hey there. I'm doing good. I'm excited. TV pets, pets in general, sign me up. I love me some furry critters. Also, I got
furries.
We know.
And furries is what we're talking about today. We did people that we wanted to be best friends with last week. We're doing man's best friend this week. We are talking about TV pets. We have a couple rules on the show. Number one is the fuck you Freddy rule. If there's something on here that you don't like or just want to tell me to fuck off, tell me to fuck off. There is a show coming up on January 20th of next year that is a compilation of people just telling me to fuck off, and it's fucking hysterical. The other rule on that one is the blowing your load or the final swing. If we vote round robin style on here as always. If you're one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, you can blow your load or use your final swing. But this means you will be going last in that vote, and you can only use it one time per show. You guys ready to start?
Yeah, Freddie, so you know, I got a fuck you, Freddie, from the bracket I did the other night. That's going to come your way.
Nice. We're starting off. We have Snoopy from Peanuts versus Brian from Family Guy.
Oh, fuck you, Freddie. Fuck you, right up your fucking ass.
This is kind of an easy vote for me.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to vote for me as well. I think... I mean, Snoopy's a dog. Like Snoopy is like a normal type of dog that you love, normal to the point. He does do a whole bunch of other things, but I've never seen Brian fly. And Snoopy is an accomplished pilot, so I'm gonna have. And I guarantee you, Brian would get on my nerves a lot because a lot of people a lot of you guys know that I don't drink a lot. I do have my bottle of whiskey down here, but it's for special occasions. So I think Brian's martininess and his kind of bad attitude on majority of life things, I think Snoopy would be the better pet of the two, to be perfectly honest. That would be me. Jamie, is it Brian or Snoopy?
I mean, that alone on the pilot argument kind of wins me over. I do enjoy some Brian, some good old sarcasm and all of that, but Snoopy's classic. Gotta do it. Snoopy it is.
Snoopy gets another vote. Brian?
I gotta go old school, even though it's my namesake. I gotta go with Snoopy, guys. Snoopy's old school. Who else has fought in World War One against the Red Baron? I mean, come on, it's Snoopy, man. Snoopy all the way.
Jeremy?
See, this is ironic because you got two dogs who are basically both dicks. I mean, Snoopy fucks up Charlie Brown shit all the time and forces Charlie Brown in situations he doesn't want to be in. And Brian is just such a fucking dick. There's a reason Stewie beats the shit out of him. There's a reason Quagmire hates him. But fuck, which one entertains me more? That's what I gotta go with. And honestly, I wish my dogs could fucking talk because then I can understand what the fuck they want half the time, and I could tell them not to do things and actually get a response. So fuck yeah, Brian. Just because you can.
You can get those doggy buttons. Just saying, and I'm getting those for Christmas, so my dogs can.
Yeah, but then that's a whole lot of training you gotta have them with and stuff like that.
I think they're gonna catch on pretty damn quick when they learn where that "fuck you" button is. They're gonna be going "fuck you, Freddy"
Fuck you,
right
fuck you.
away.
Brian gets a vote on that one. Q, is it Brian or Snoopy?
I mean, so Snoopy's got what? He can fly. He can fly plane, right?
He's a veteran, a World War One veteran.
Well,
you gotta support the troops, man. Support the vet.
I will 100% thank him for his service, 100%, because I don't have the will or want to go do that shit. So I'm glad the people that do. Anyhow, Brian can talk, complete full sentences nicely. He's a freaking author, for crying out loud. I mean, come on. Faster Than the Speed of Love. That is just great. Great book. You guys should pick it up, read it.
The most unsold book in history. The most unsold book in history, by the way.
With an Oprah sticker.
That's right.
And did not serve his country like Snoopy.
Brian gets a vote.
Still
Jess,
going
is it
with
Brian
Brian.
or Snoopy?
It's Brian, yeah.
Brian gets a vote. Jess, is it Snoopy or Brian?
I'm gonna have to go with Brian.
So, on his return visit, on his opening vote, it looks like Kevin gets a tie-breaking decision. Is it Brian from Family Guy or Snoopy from Peanuts?
I feel like it's character versus nostalgia. I'm gonna let the nostalgia kick bring its way through. Snoopy, yeah, Snoopy. Yeah, he's just a cute little pupper. He might not be able to talk, but he's a cute little pupper.
I would personally count that as an upset, to be perfectly honest. Brian was number one seed.
Yeah, I expected Brian too. I thought that's the way that was gonna go.
But
so Snoopy is the dark horse. Is that what we're saying?
Snoopy is number 32 on this entire thing. Oh, well, not sorry. Brian was number one. I don't know exactly where Snoopy was, but there's quadrants on here where there's a quarter of them that are just dogs. There's a quarter and a half is just dogs. There's a certain section that's just cats, and there's another section that's just everything else. Because majority of household pets in cartoons and TV shows are dogs, because they're a lot easier to train than everything else is. But Snoopy moves on, beating out Brian first round. Jamie starts this one off.
Fucking ridiculous. Let's be honest. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Is it Pluto from the Mickey cartoons or Lassie from Lassie?
I'm gonna go Pluto. Pluto for sure. Fuck that last. Nobody really understood what she meant. They were just going with it, putting words in her mouth. That's rude.
They knew that Timmy was just a dumbass, and they knew anytime Lassie came running that Timmy needed fucking saving again.
But yeah, evidently it's only when Timmy needed it. So I mean, obviously he's like Timmy's in the world.
Timmy. Brian, Pluto, Lassie.
Yeah, I can see how they would just put whatever they wanted on Lassie. What's that, Lassie? You want me to go in the bar and spend my last $40 gambling? Okay, Lassie, let's go. You know? So, like, yeah, Lassie was, I don't know. Lassie was that. I'm going to go Pluto. We got to go Pluto.
Pluto gets a vote. Jeremy?
Yeah, Lassie was a little bit before my time. I mean, I watched a little bit here and there when I was a kid, but, I mean, it was before my time. Pluto was timeless. And I mean, you know, Mickey Mouse was just grabbing that jar of peanut butter and being like, "Oh, oh!" Why do you think it makes that sound? So Pluto.
Pluto gets a vote. Q, is it Pluto or Lassie?
Ruin it all, Jeremy.
Isn't Lassie's always like Timmy fell in a whale or some bullshit?
Yep.
The fact that that's the only thing I know of that at all, I'm gonna have to go Pluto.
Pluto gets to vote and the win on that one. Jess?
I don't really remember Lassie at all, so I'm gonna have to go with Pluto.
Gets another one. Kevin, Pluto, Lassie.
Pluto's just a furry who's really into pet play. See, like we know through Goofy that dogs can talk in this universe, so he's just really into pet play.
What is Goofy a dog?
Goofy's not a dog.
Yeah.
I say Goofy's not a dog. Goofy's a cow.
Google it. He's a dog.
Are you sure? I've heard multiple times that he's a cow.
I've Googled it because I've had that very debate with people before too, if he's a dog or not.
Doesn't he marry a cow though in the end?
He has a crush on Clarabella Cow in the
Goofy is in the canine family.
Goofy is an anthropomorphic dog.
Yeah.
All
right.
Subscribe to your labels, man.
Right,
So
but
it's a
just
dog
says
owning a dog.
They're labeling him as a dog, but he's not like officially
Well,
labeled as a dog.
He doesn't own Pluto. Mickey does.
So Kevin's
He's
got a
canine
pinpoint.
fluid, everybody, okay?
But no, Kevin, you got a dang good point on that. That makes sense. Pluto's really hanging on to that dog play. Really hanging on to it.
I'm going Pluto.
I admire his commitment.
Yep.
Or maybe Pluto's like our good friend Q when you get to tax credit.
Hey.
I'm gonna go with Pluto as well. Lassie, again, as it's been said, was well before my time. Kind of one note, like there's not a lot of stuff that goes on with Pluto, and plus, I am a man that likes to go with the votes in the comments, and of course, Harley's in comments today, and she is going with Pluto. So Pluto will be getting my vote and the sweep on this one.
And he should
Brian.
still be playing it. It's bullcrap.
Brian starts us off. And we're getting away from the dogs right now. Is it Wilber, who's a pig from Charlotte's Web, or Mr. Ed, a horse from Mr. Ed?
So every time I discovered this, and it could just be an urban legend, I don't think it is. As a kid, like an early teenager, I discovered to make Mr. Ed's mouth move, they would stick a carrot up his butt. And
No.
that was
not true. For people who don't know, they did something far worse and stuck peanut butter on top of the roof of his mouth, which is the reason he was kept trying to lick the entire thing off. So,
and you just totally set that up for Mr. Man down there. He's like, how did they apply that peanut butter?
I mean, with those horse teeth, I don't want to stick anything in there. So just.
That is true. Man, that's a hard one. Wilber. That's from Wilber is what, from Babe? Or no, not
Charlotte's
Babe.
Web.
Charlotte's Web. Yeah, Charlotte's Web.
Babe is from Babe.
He always kind of annoyed me, Wilber. I'm gonna have to say Mr. Ed. Wilber, he didn't have no confidence. He just it was just whatever. Like, come on, man, get it together. You're on the farm now. So I'm gonna have to go Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed gets a vote. Jeremy, is it Mr. Ed or Wilber?
See, this is just a case of I don't give a fuck either way, but I have to imagine having Mr. Ed would be fucking awesome. because you know he'd just be like, "Hey, buddy, you know that hot milk next door? She came and got some of this horse cock last night."
Oh no!
Because see, Brian, horses are for the ladies. Have you not seen the internet? Horses are for the ladies. So, Mr. Ed.
And Wu-Tang is for everybody. Q, what's your vote?
No, Wu-Tang's for the children.
And everybody else.
If you go off of basic mathematics, I'm hung better than a horse. But I'm gonna have to go with Wilber.
Maybe
Wilber
the
gets
pony
a vote.
from Parks and Rec. Maybe the pony from Parks and Rec, but not a regular
No,
horse.
really, honestly, the slang for hung like a horse, if you do the math, a lot of men are hung like a horse.
Or
Oh,
better.
maybe.
I think it's I think the average horse, if you go by weight ratio, it's for going for every guy. If you have more than like 3.5 inches, you're weight wise you are hung better than horses or something like
So
that.
I think
I can't remember what it is.
200-pound man should have like a 4-inch cock or something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Give or take.
So I think we're all good on that one. Jess,
Except Jeremy.
is it is it Mr. Ed or Wilbur?
I'm gonna have to go with Wilbur because my daughter does actually love that movie.
It is a good
That'll
movie.
do, pig.
Wilbur gets to
That'll
vote.
do.
Hey, Freddie, do you know something that I don't about my own wife or Jamie? Because I said, 4-inch cock, and we're like, yeah, we're all good there. So we're all good. That equals all 7 of us. So what do I not know about these two?
I'm okay, yeah.
I have to imagine if it was Jess, you would know Q. I have to
That's
imagine.
what I'm saying. But
No, yeah.
Or
You have
Woody. That he might keep that a secret.
I mean,
They don't call him
he
Coke Bottle
found
Q for
Captain
nothing.
Tweety.
Well, I mean, he
Why
did
is
actually give birth to 2 kids, so he should know.
Spencer's
He was
Gifts,
involved in one
not
of
a
those.
sponsor, but could be. Kevin, is it Wilbur or Mr. Ed?
I'm gonna go with, instead of a vote, I'm gonna say an affirmation. Of course. A horse is a horse, of course.
Mr. Ed gets a vote. I'm going to go with Wilbur on this one. Charlotte's Web is probably one of my favorite kids movies of all time. It just is. I love the story. I love the reputation it gets to people out in the farming community that don't really get a lot of talk, especially as kids movies goes. So that goes with that one. It also gives a tie-breaking decision going to Jamie. Is it Mr. Ed or Wilbur?
Oh, Ed, that got intense really quick for you there, Q. I didn't watch a lot of Mr. Ed, didn't care for it. And when it comes to Charlotte's Web, like you said, it's a classic. So I have to agree with Brian too. Wilbur's kind of, a little codependent, kind of a little bitchy, pissy ass. I don't know that I like that.
But Charlotte gave him that confidence.
Right. So I'm gonna go Wilbur.
I was Wilbur when I was younger, and now I have that confidence. Come on.
Yeah, apparently I was Charlotte.
you still are when you put on the wig.
Wilbur gets to vote and the win on that one. Moving on, Jeremy starts us off. Jess, this is for you. I put this specifically in here for you. Is it K9, a robot dog from Doctor Who, or Stitch from Lilo and Stitch?
I love that I'm starting this. I fucking love that I'm starting this. Because if you think about it, Stitch is a advanced alien species. So
Right, and you can pretty much know that there's 2 votes going to Stitch right away.
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that Stitch is in the pet in that situation.
I'm pretty sure that Kevin's a Stitch fan too, so we're gonna need a
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kevin also would like to hop in a cool blue phone box and go to different universes.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe he
Yeah.
does.
Jeremy, what's your vote?
But 100%, I'm going for fucking K9 because Doctor Who is one of the best shows ever made.
K9 gets a vote. Q, is it Stitch or K9?
I can't tell you how much.
You want a robot dog? I know.
I mean, a robot dog. I mean, like off of Jimmy Neutron. That'd be amazing.
That would be freaking cool. But
Wait, is
Yeah,
Goddard.
Goddard, hell yeah.
Is Goddard on here?
No.
I don't think so.
God
There's
damn
so
it,
many
Freddie.
pets on
That's
TV.
a travesty. Travesty, I tell you.
We also could do a Nickelodeon Pets bracket. There's so many on Nickelodeon.
Which about?
You tried it.
I really wish it was later on in the rounds, because then I would definitely blow my load and hope to be the last one to go to be the tiebreaker. Well, you know what? We'll save that for possibly a later on thing. So I'll go Stitch.
Oh, and that's going to seal it right there. Stitch gets to vote. Jess, is it Stitch or K9?
Stitch.
Kevin?
If I
Another one.
wasn't on a podcast, I'd go grab my plushie. And I grew up with one of those little robot dogs, the little so I had a robot dog when I grew up, that little toy that everyone in my generation had.
I used to have you. Come on, I can't remember.
But I'm going Stitch. He's Stitch, man. He's Stitch. But is he really a pet or is he family?
No, he's the master.
Oh, Hannah family.
Okay. How many people consider their pets as actual family?
A lot of people do. I'm going to go with K9 on this one just to keep it interesting because I would personally much rather have K9 as a pet for multiple reasons. One, you never have to clean up after him because it's a fucking
Does
robot.
Stitch even go to the bathroom?
I don't know if Stitch does go to the bathroom or not, but he makes a whole bunch of different messes.
Yeah, that's true.
So trying to do that. Could you imagine the insurance rate like that you're gonna have to have Stitch as a fucking pet? Like
You won't be able to get covered with him.
Be glad that they're in Hawaii because there's at least a whole bunch of land out there. He can go tear shit up and don't have to worry about it. You have Stitch in like middle America or even a town. We live in a town of like 12,000 people. There's no way in hell you're going to have Stitch in this town and not get run out within like 2 months. So as far as having the pet, Stitch would be fun for about a week.
No.
At least K9, I think you could like when you get tired of them, you don't have to give them away. You just got to power them down for like a week until you start to miss them, and then just bring them right back.
Is that animal cruelty though?
No, because K9 doesn't have a soul.
It's programming.
It's programming. It's like turning your Tamagotchi on and off.
Oh my! I killed.
Except
You killed your
won't kill it if you do.
Tamagotchi?
Oh no. Yeah. K9 gets my vote. Jamie, Stitch, K9.
Oh.
Gets a vote and the win. Brian finishes out.
I'll go. You know what? I'm gonna go against the norm just to give him a couple more. We'll go K9.
In a 4-3 split. To be perfectly honest, I thought that would go a little bit deeper than it would, but
The cosmic screwdriver only goes so deep, Freddie.
I know. Q starts this one off. We're going in the cat situation here. Is it Garfield from Garfield or Mr. Kitty from South Park?
Oh, fuck you, Freddie. Give me my cosmic screwdriver back. I need to fuck Freddie with it.
Bro, cats are assholes, and Mr. Kitty fits it so fucking perfectly. I'm going Mr. Kitty. Now taking my titty poo.
My papa. Mr. Kitty gets a vote. Chess, Mr. Kitty or Garfield?
I like lasagna, so I'm going with Garfield.
I do
love
too.
that
Kevin,
I like food.
Garfield or Mr. Kitty?
Mr. Kitty's just a cat. It's really Cartman's reaction to Mr. Kitty that everybody loves. Garfield's a character. I'm going Garfield.
Garfield gets a vote. I'm going to give it to Garfield as well. Long-standing. Some of the movies suck, but the cartoons are absolutely fantastic. Garfield and Friends is fantastic. The comic strip lasted for like 60 fucking years. So there's that.
And it's Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray. I mean, we did vote against Bill Murray not last week, week before that, so he didn't win the bracket. But it's hard to vote against Bill Murray a lot of times. So
Even though he
Garfield gets
supposedly
my vote.
hates that he voiced that.
It's not hard for you to vote against Robin Williams either.
No, I'll be down, Brian. I'll stand up and sweep the flag. I have to do it.
Jamie, is it Garfield or Mr. Kitty?
I really like how Kevin said that. You know, Mr. Kitty wasn't really much of a character. It was Cartman and how he acted with Mr. Kitty. My thing is that I grew up on Garfield, and when I started drawing back in the day and doing a lot of tracing and just learning how to do basic shapes for animals, my dad and I started off with Garfield. So Garfield was one of my favorites, and Odie the dog. I mean, come on, classic.
I didn't like
Garfield gets to vote and the win. Brian.
Gotta go Garfield, man. He lives his best life. He lives the stoner life. He eats lasagna all day, lays around, he fucks with people, he laughs, and then, he goes and takes naps. He lives his best life. You gotta go Garfield. I gotta ask, did the watered down B version, Heathcliff, make it onto this?
No, I made a decision between Garfield and Heathcliff, and there's only like 5 caps on there, so Heathcliff.
To be honest, that's like private school versus public school. Heathcliff versus
yeah, exactly, right.
Garfield gets to vote on that one. Jeremy, finish this out. Mr. Kitty or Garfield?
And Brian, fuck Heathcliff. Why isn't Fritz the cat on this? But
yeah, no.
But he was the dirty version of Garfield. But I mean, Garfield, I grew up with. I had all those fucking like little rectangular books that were like all his comic strips put together in color. Like I had so many of those growing up that I used to read constantly. I still have them. Garfield, unfortunately, I got rid of all my childhood shit a long time ago when I was a kid still, and I didn't think ahead. And you said it. I mean, Garfield and Friends. I used to hate the fucking farm segments in the middle. Like, I want more Garfield, not the fucking stupid farm animals. But I mean, it's Garfield all day. Garfield is my childhood favorite, and as much as I love that horny Mr. Kitty, it's still what it is. They literally did a whole episode about that. They did a whole episode about that cat getting laid, for God's sake.
I forgot about that.
I do gotta ask, how many of you guys had the Garfield drinking glasses that you would get from like Burger King or whatever? Remember, it had like a cartoon strip.
Still have them.
Yep.
Oh, still have them? No. I used to have them.
They're still alive and kicking. I use those all the time.
I was gonna say, that was everyone's childhood right there.
I think that's
Garfield gets to vote and the win. It is 6-1. Jeff starts us off. We're going back to the dogs on this situation. But we're going to be sticking with Garfield. Is it Odie or Beethoven?
I'm gonna go with Beethoven.
Beethoven gets a vote on this one. Kevin?
It was a confusing childhood to grow up with Toy Story and Child's Play and Beethoven and Cujo, like, all in the same ether while growing up. That was a confusing childhood. I'm going with Odie.
Odie gets a vote. I'm gonna go with Odie as well. For the same, as a homeowner now, I'm tasked with the idea. This is how I'm deciding this. What pet would I most want to have? Beethoven would have to be like an outside dog, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna let him destroy my house. I sympathize with the dad in that movie totally. Odie is just a dumbass dog, but he also makes the smartest decisions in the show, saving Garfield constant through the show, almost every single episode by just going through stuff. So Odie will be getting my vote on that one. Jamie, is it Odie or Beethoven?
Great question. To be honest, I enjoyed both, but probably watched way more Garfield and enjoyed that than rewatching Beethoven, though I have my own version of a Beethoven and a freaking German Shepherd in my house. But we're going to go with Odie the dog, because you can't replace him. There's nobody like him.
Brian, is it Odie or Beethoven?
What did Beethoven really bring to the table? It was just this big ass
Slobber.
dog that just just
Slobber.
run through stuff. Like I have a bulldog, and I'm like, you're like a bulldog in a china shop. That's basically what Beethoven was, just tearing everything up. Odie at least he could lay in his bed, he would just chill. He'd be goofy sometimes, but he wasn't wrecking the house. So I gotta say Odie.
Gets a vote and the win on that one. Jeremy, is it Odie or Beethoven?
Yeah, Brian. Beethoven brought nothing to the table. He brought the table down. That's all he did. But
Yeah, he's just a ball of destruction.
as someone who has two
The
balls of
joys of
destruction,
big dogs.
Much
As
like
someone who-
Stitch.
Exactly.
Exactly. But as someone who has two big dogs, who basically, when you have two mastiffs, it's like having two Beethovens in your fucking house. And there's a reason they're outside most of the time when they're in the summer. But it's just, no. Odie is fucking awesome. He'd be the best dog in the world to have because he just fucking lays there most of the time. And he catches Garfield doing shit. Though I do love when they made him smart in the one fucking movie and he actually was like intelligent talking. Like that was adorable. But yeah, it's definitely Odie. Garfield all day.
Odie gets to vote. Q, finish this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Odie, most definitely. I'm not a Garfield fan at all, but I didn't watch Beethoven either because I was this bad movie. So
Odie moves on.
Are the freaking two dogs and cat from Homeward Bound on this?
No.
oh God,
There again. There's enough. There's enough to do a 64 count bracket on this easy, and more, because we have a schedule to do, and there's other stuff going on. Like for instance, next week we're doing movie soundtracks from the 80s, so which should be a fun one for all the music lovers out there. But Odie moves on 6-1. Kevin starts us off. We're going to Nickelodeon on this one, and is it Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb, or Rufus from Kim Possible?
I love you, Rufus.
that is a fuck.
Fuck
This
you,
is Disney
fuck you,
Channel.
Freddie. Fuck.
This is Disney Channel, not Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I grew up a poor kid. I didn't have Disney. I didn't have all that shit. I had PBS. So, which will be coming up later on.
But fuck you, Freddie, man.
Yeah,
This
dude.
was an instant vote. You threw an instant vote off me, and then you threw Rufus at me, and you're like, Rufus needs some damn
That's
love.
what I'm saying. Like I heard Perry the Platypus, I was like, oh, instant. And then Rufus, and it's like, oh, kick to the nuts.
I love D. Bradley Baker so much. I cannot vote against D. Bradley Baker, who is also Klaus from American Dad. I'm going Perry the Platypus.
Klaus is also on here, by the way.
Spoilers.
So you said Perry or Rufus on that one?
Perry. Yeah, Perry. It's Perry, man. It's Perry the fucking platypus.
I just wanted to make you say it again. I love Rufus. I really do. I think having a naked mole rat would probably is one of the best, like, nonchalant pets that you could ever have. But Perry the Platypus is a fucking spy.
Yes.
All right. How in the hell could you defeat a spy that is a fucking platypus? A platypus too would be just even non-spy. A platypus would just be fun to have because who in the hell has a platypus for a pet?
Nobody.
You'd be
'cause
like-
it's fucking me.
That's what's milk.
What?
They have
You can't-
like a
you can't have
or
a-
something.
You can't have a platypus. They don't exist. You could not prove to me that they exist. It is AI nonsense.
Perry the Platypus gets another vote. Jamie, is it Perry the Platypus or Rufus?
I mean, for the fact that my son, who's now 16, we still enjoy Phineas and Ferb. I have a brother-in-law named Perry, and then my son's father used to always go, "Oh, Perry the Platypus," and do all of the dumb impressions. You can't say Perry the Platypus without thinking Dr. Doofenshmirtz and all of the shenanigans that whole show brings. But Perry the Platypus brings so many more like side gig shenanigans. I love like his disappearing and reappearing, his spy thing. Like you just
There you are, Perry.
First, and they slid that in. It was a fun little slide in. But I've noticed that from the jump because that character, I don't know what it was. There's just something about it. So I think Perry could win this for me. So watch out.
Yep.
All of his little hideouts, and it's like, how is that even a hideout?
I know, right? Like he could win this. So I'm not sure yet. Well, come on.
I have a future matchup that I really hope doesn't happen because it's going to be a big old fuff.
I'm gonna tell you right now, things could happen, and on this side of the bracket, a couple times over that y'all might be mad about. So watch your voting.
Do you want to see the bracket there, Kevin?
I'm down to go with the flow. I'm going with the flow.
Okay, because I say Jamie has a copy of it, so that way, and that option is given to everybody, and most people say no. So
I got to just go with my gut in the votes. I can't let future stipulations manipulate my votes.
All right, Perry the Platypus does get a vote on that one, though. Brian, is it Perry the Platypus or Rufus from Kim Possible?
Oh, you gotta go Perry the Platypus. He's the best. I mean, and for you don't think platypuses are real? Green Day has a song that says "Platypus, I hate you." That's how you know they're real.
That proves nothing.
Is that on their Idiot album?
I want to say it's the one after Dookie, Insomniac. Yeah. Oh, Insomniac. It's on Insomniac.
Okay, right on.
You can put a platypus in my hands, and I will not believe you. I will say it's an animatronic.
Perry the Platypus moves on with that fourth vote. Jeremy, is it Perry the Platypus or Rufus?
For those who don't know, I think Kevin's in that birds aren't real hoax up.
Absolutely.
They're drones. I don't care. They're drones.
Oh my god.
Like, have you ever seen a baby pigeon? That doesn't exist.
Yes, I have. Have you not watched Mike Tyson's Detective Mysteries? But
that's a cartoon.
But I mean, I never watched either of these shows because they were a little bit after my time, and fuck Disney Channel. One first and foremost, I was a Nickelodeon kid, but I gotta go with Perry just from the times I've seen him in the Marvel crossover and the Star Wars crossover films. I watched those.
I forgot about those. Perry the Platypus gets another vote. Q.
Has everybody forgot about the whole like shenanigan thing about like where they aren't real and sisters just fucking crazy and imagining every bit of it?
Best part, yeah. Why? Why are we talking about it?
Like, I don't know.
I'm giving my vote to Rufus. He saves the day all the time.
Ooh,
But does Rufus really save the day?
He does.
I appreciate him getting some love.
Yeah, Rufus gets the vote and avoids the sweep. Jess, finish this out. Is it Rufus or Perry the Platypus?
I'm gonna have to go Perry.
It is 6-1. I start next one off, and we have a Friends matchup. Okay. So anybody who has not seen the show Friends, or do not like the show Friends, I apologize about this one. Hopefully I don't go very far. Is it chicken and duck? Is it chicken and duck, which is a chicken and a duck, or Marcell, both from Friends?
What kind of animal is Marcell? I've never seen Friends. I never cared about Friends.
It's a monkey. It's a capuchin, I think, or something like that. So
yeah, Ross is monkey.
Yeah, Ross is monkey. I don't like Ross. I don't like Ross. Ross is a dill hole. Chicken and duck belong to Joey and Chandler, and I'm a bigger fan of them. I don't see either one of these moving past the second round, to be perfectly honest, no matter who wins the other matchup. But I'm going to go with chicken and duck. Jamie.
I'm going to yep that because I didn't mind any of the pets in this situation, so I'm just going to yep you because it works.
He gets another vote. Brian, chicken and duck or Marcell?
You gotta go chicken and duck. Marcell checked out, season 2? He went on to do Outbreak and become a big star, forgot his friends. Oh, we go chicken and duck. We stick with the loyal animals here.
Was chicken and duck in a lot of, because I don't remember them in a lot of episodes. They had a major bit for a while and then just kind of stopped.
Around for a long time.
They made it to the end, right? Or no, at least close to the end, because when Chandler moved in with Monica, there was that whole, where are they going to go? Are they going to split up chicken and duck?
Right.
For a show that's 20 years old, yeah.
Considering
were on a
Monica
break.
apparently
I don't
doesn't
care.
remember making friends at all, so.
Chicken Duck gets another vote. Jeremy, Chicken and Duck or Marcell?
Well, since Friends is a racist ass show, I really don't give two fucks about it. But shout out to Harvey for pointing that out a long time ago. But I gotta say, if you wanted to have a monkey on this, you should have fucking had the monkey from American Pie. And if you wanted to have some weird creature combination, you should have put Cat Dog into this fucking shit. But anyway.
Cat Dog.
Well, first of all,
Cat
Chicken and Duck
Dog.
is not... Chicken and Duck are actually two separate animals. They just come in a pair.
Inventive. But for this vote, I simply have to go with who wouldn't want a fucking monkey? Monkey all day. I'll vote for a monkey over anything. It's a fucking monkey.
Okay.
Marcell gets a vote. Q, is it Marcell or Chicken and Duck?
What are you talking about? That like monkey that appears on like the dude's shoulder as they're fucking like watching the video or like watching like the live stream of what's her name get naked?
Yeah, he's in
Ross's monkey, yeah.
No, he's talking about American Pie.
Yeah, it's the Asian kid. It's the Asian kid has the monkey. All throughout the movie, like anytime he's in a scene, the monkey jumps up on
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there forever and had to think about that, and just had to show me a picture. So I was like, "What fucking monkey is he talking about?" I was confused.
To be perfectly honest, if I would have switched any other monkey out of here, it would have been Jack from Pirates of the Caribbean.
You shut up.
Like, no, we named the monkey Jack. But no, I was going off the list, and Jack wasn't actually on the list, unfortunately. I don't know why, but just wasn't. But Q, Marcell or Chicken and Duck?
Marcell, monkey, whatever. Yeah, just because I want
Marcell gets a vote. Jess, is it Marcell or Chicken and Duck?
Chicken and Duck.
Chicken and Duck gets the vote and the win on that one. Kevin finishes out.
I have no idea. It's Marcell the Shell with Shoes On versus a chicken and a duck. I love Marcell, but it's a chicken and a duck. I guess it's a chicken and a duck.
5-2, Chicken and Duck moves.
You know, chicken and duck is really good if you put them into each other and then cook them.
Turducken?
Okay.
Dude, the turducken is so oil. Ducks are so like greasy. Not bad.
Oh,
Chicken and Duck move on 5-2. We'll be right back right after this break. I know Brian, Jeremy, and Kevin. Do you have stuff? You have stuff to throw out for an ad or no?
I could just do my socials at the end.
Okay, so we'll pause on that one. Jeremy, do you want to do yours first this time or next time?
I'll come first this time. Brian comes second.
All right, Brian, I will have you.
For you.
Appreciate you thinking of me, sir.
Brian, I will have you at the end of round one there, sir. Jeremy, what's up?
I'll tell you what's up, brother. Come check out Maniacal Music Musings. Hell, check it out tonight when we go live with the mouthy bastard herself, Miss Jamie motherfucking Fuller Sparks, as she takes on both parts of the wrestling theme songs bracket, that is, in a one-on-one tonight. Woo-wee! She's going to break it down and feel like a jabroni the whole time. I already know it, and I'm looking forward to it tonight. And you can check out the Rolling Stone bracket, part 1, that we just did this past week. 2.5 hours to get through 34 songs. That's how good this bracket was. I probably have 10 clips I have to cut out for this bracket. That's how fucking good it was. It's just a masterpiece. And there's 24 more parts to come. So check out Maniacal Music Musings on YouTube and wherever the hell you find podcasts.
Welcome back for the second half of round one. It looks like Jamie starts us off, if she's in studio. I don't know if she's in studio or not.
I doubt it.
Looks like Brian starts us off. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I'm all good, yeah.
Welcome back to the second half of round one. It looks like Brian starts us off on this one. Is it Scooby from Scooby-Doo or Doug from Up?
I gotta go Scooby-Doo. I don't even know why. I like Doug. He makes me laugh. But Scooby-Doo, he's out solving crimes. Him and Shaggy are getting stoned in the mystery van. They're eating sandwiches. They're having a great time. I mean, that's just an all-around. Doug's all over the place. He's chasing squirrels. He's doing the whole thing. I got to stick with Scooby-Doo. At least he would be a lot more fun, I think.
Scooby-Doo does get a vote on that one. Jamie's back in the house right now, so she's going here. Is it Scooby from Scooby-Doo or Doug from Up?
We're gonna go with Scooby-Doo. Okay, Scooby-Doo for sure.
Scooby-Doo gets a vote. Jeremy, Scooby-Doo or Doug?
I mean, Doug's entertaining slightly, but how are you not going to go with Reggie? Like, how are you not going to go with that? It's fucking Scooby motherfucking Doo. Like, he is the fucking... Everybody wanted that dog. Like, he's the best dog in the freaking world. And if you think Velma's not giving him a little something on the side, you're crazy.
Scooby-Doo gets a vote. Q, Scooby-Doo or Doug?
I gotta go with the legend Scooby-Doo. He is an absolute legend. It's just there. Everybody knows who Scooby.
Scooby-Doo gets the vote and the win on that one. Jess, is it Scooby-Doo or Doug? Doug
That's
gets a vote.
Scooby-Doo.
No, it's for Doug. Don't start with that. Kevin, Doug or Scooby-Doo?
All right, Reggie. I'm gonna go with Scooby-Doo.
It's gonna go 5-2. I'm gonna go for Doug on this one. Doug is my spirit animal.
He's great.
And after the conversation that we had last night at the at a local, kind of local, we drove like 90 minutes to go to it. Haunted house with some people there.
Where was my invite? Did it get lost in the mail, Freddie? Did it get intercepted through text messaging or what?
I won 2 tickets, and you're a little bit of a bitch. So.
Oh, and you don't give out like a good bitch.
And what, Jeremy?
About to say, if you don't close your mouth, there's going to be a dick pretty soon.
I said he doesn't give out like a good bitch.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know about that, but Scooby-Doo moves on 5-2. Jamie starts us off on this one. Is it Santa's Little Helper from The Simpsons or Eddie from Frasier?
I am not much of a Frasier fan. I know that Eddie played a key role, I feel, in a lot of episodes that I did catch here and there. I like Santa's Little Helper. I think if I remember at the introduction of Santa's Little Helper and all that into The Simpsons and all that.
It was the pilot fucking episode.
Yeah, it was a Christmas special.
Just saying, in general, the introduction to Santa's Little Helper was a cute way to keep them going. I'm voting Santa's Little Helper.
Santa's Little Helper gets a vote. Brian.
I'm gonna have to say Santa's Little Helper. That seems like Yeah, I got no dog in this fight. We'll go Santa's Little Helper. No pun intended.
About to say pun fully intended on that one. Jeremy, Santa's Little Helper or Eddie?
Yeah, I never was a Frasier person. I just never liked the show. I never really gave much of a chance, but I never really liked it either. I would always turn it off and turn on something else if it came on like after The Nanny or something. But 100% Santa's Little fucking Helper. He's been entertaining me for the past 30 years of my life. So actually like 34 years of my life. So fuck yeah.
Santa's Little Helper gets a vote. Q, is it Santa's Little Helper from The Simpsons or Eddie from Frasier?
Oh, it's got to be SLH, man.
Gets another one. Jess.
Santa's Little Helper.
Sweep so far. Kevin.
That pilot episode alone took the vote.
It is 6-1 because I like voting with the crowd on this one, and Harley is in comments. She is going for Eddie. We are the lone vote, but Santa's Little Helper moves on to the next round. Jeremy starts us off. We have
this is a good one.
We have a matchup of mice.
Yes.
Is it Pinky and the Brain from Pinky and the Brain or Remy from Ratatouille?
Oh, fuck you, Freddy.
Yeah, it's a fuck you for sure. But Jeremy, you're perfect to start this.
I am, because I don't like Pinky and the Brain, really.
You don't.
Fuck you. No, more like fuck you, Jeremy. Now.
Yeah.
Kevin, I know you want to. But I'm not into that scene. No shaming.
No, fuck.
I'm not into that scene.
I don't fuck friends. No. No.
Buddy. But no. I just never got into Pinky and the Brain or Animaniacs. I couldn't get into it as a kid. I tried. I couldn't get into it.
Oh, that's painful.
The only thing I watched on that fucking channel on Saturday mornings was X-Men, and then I turned it off. But
Gotcha.
Solid.
But Remy, how do you not want a fucking mouse that can help you cook like that and cook dishes that are fucking apparently amazing? Like, and plus Remy was awesome in Kingdom Hearts 3 when he gave you a little mini game to cook in. So fuck yeah.
Well, it just sounds like a lot of health hazards, so I wouldn't really want a mouse to help me cook.
He's under a hat. It's fine.
He's under a hat. He's wearing a hair guard.
But he still does touch some of the food.
So
just the final touches.
They probably do it at night when I'm sleeping anyway. Who cares?
And plus, if you're taking care of Remy anyway, he's going to be clean. At the moment in the movie, yeah, he was a dirty rat because he wasn't a pet at that point. But we're talking to Remy as a pet. So if Remy is a pet and actually taken care of, there's no cross contamination here because he'll probably take a bath with freaking. I can't remember the main character's name now, but with him in the first place. So you have a humanized rat that is pretty much just as clean as the normal cooks would be.
I'm telling you, if I had somebody helping me cook like that, you damn right, I'd be giving you baths every night. If that was all I had to do. If you were to cook my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'll give you a bath.
Freddie, I'm sure Freddie knows that meme, the freaking meme I've seen too, where
where did he learn how to do that?
For those who haven't seen it, the fucking main kid, I can't remember his name ever, is in bed and Remy's controlling him while he's in bed with the girl from the movie.
That's funny.
Yeah. Remy gets a vote on that one. Q, is it Remy or Pinky in the Brain?
I'm gonna go with the classic Pinky in the Brain.
That's a vote, Jess.
That's a
Only
classic.
if you don't have a brain.
What?
I have Pinky though. I have two Pinkies though.
Actually, you have three, but that's besides the point. Q, sorry, Jess, what's your vote?
I'm going with Pinky in the Brain.
Only because you like my third Pinky. Oh.
It looks like Pinky, yeah.
Brain.
But hey, Freddie, now since they're saying like this, you should start calling them Pinky in the Brain instead of Q and Jess.
No.
Well, I mean, Jess is pretty fucking smart. I'm not gonna put anything past her.
Exactly. She's the brain of the combination.
I am.
She would.
I mean, it does fit. Kevin, Pinky in the Brain or Remy?
They're dinky. They're Pinky and the Brain.
See, but Pinky's the one with the common sense.
Fuck you.
No, they're.
I was gonna say, but
No, he's really not.
Yeah.
I mean, Pinky's the more down to earth one that is trying to get people out of trouble majority of the time.
So that's definitely not him because he is not down to
so-
earth and he likes to cause trouble.
Okay, just because my head's in the clouds most of the time doesn't mean I'm not down to earth.
You're not down to earth.
Pinky in the Brain
Pinky
gets
is
a
the
vote.
genius.
I am going to be giving it to Remy on this one. Again, who wouldn't want to want any animal that knows how to cook? I don't know how long rats live though, so you're going to be well fed for a while, maybe, especially if you decide to take care of them. And you might be able to open up a restaurant with them. Just whatever. So Remy gets my vote. Jamie, is it Remy or Pinky in the Brain?
Is a really uncommon long life for a rat. So.
So what? Are we tied? We're not tied up. If I do Pinky in the Brain, that ties it up for Brian, does it not?
I cannot relieve that information.
Well, I'm pretty sure it would. My thing, I don't know. I like both of them. This is why this was a big FU right away, because I do enjoy the character of Remy and the whole premise behind him. And I hate cooking, so I absolutely would love someone to help me cook or do my cooking for me. Absolutely. Pinky and the Brain. I watched a lot of that. A lot. I'm gonna give it to Pinky and the Brain because I think it's a tiebreaker then for Brian.
Pinky and the Brain with that vote gets the win.
Oh, I don't care.
Brian, is it Pinky and the Brain or Remy?
Oh, that makes my life a lot easier. We'll go just Remy, just for shits and giggles.
If it was a tie-breaking decision, would you have stuck with that one?
No. I don't know. I would have had to really debate it. There was no consequences to my decision, so I just threw it out all willy-nilly.
Pinky and the Brain moves on, faces another 4-3 in the next round. Jeremy started that one off, so Q starts this one off. Is it Tweety from Sylvester and Tweety or Flipper?
From what?
Flipper.
From Flipper. From
Like
Free
kind of
Willy.
like Dumbo from Dumbo. It's Flipper from Flipper.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to go with Tweety. Yeah. Why not?
Tweety gets a vote. Q's voting with the crowd on this one. Jess, is it Tweety or Flipper?
Tweety.
Gets another one. Kevin.
Oh, if I remember right, wasn't Tweety just kind of a dick taunting Sylvester all the time?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna go with the damn dolphin. The dolphin's way smarter than a dick.
Yeah, but the dick's way funnier.
Yeah, true, but
This is a verdict of like complete assholes because Tweety was a dick to Sylvester. One, Sylvester probably deserved it, but dolphins are known to like rape other animals, and that kind of bothers me. And humans.
that's just because it's been recorded in the and that's just because it's been recorded. It's not like it doesn't mean it's like super common.
Kevin, ass tank hill. Ass tank hill. It's very common.
But dolphins also pass around pufferfish like drugs.
Yeah.
And I can get behind that. So Flipper will be getting my vote on this one. Jamie.
Getting high off the neurotoxins.
Is it Twister? Is it Tweety or Flipper?
All I have to say is your rhyme and reasoning really went from one extreme to another. So that
know,
was
right?
almost like a you vote right there. Smart. I mean, Flipper's out dealing and flipping drugs. Like, damn.
But Twitter's an asshole, so Tweety's an asshole.
Twitter.
So
Elon is an asshole.
it works on both of them actually. Twitter is an asshole.
Okay, and Tweety Bird, like you said, Kevin, I'm a little person. I'm not that tall. I'm an asshole because I can't be. Sometimes I'm like doing nan or boo boo because I'll do it from behind Matt because I'm like, no one's gonna get me. See, that's the funny part about that. I mean, he might let them for a minute, but he'll beat them up for me. So I relate to Tweety Bird. I did love Tweety Bird a lot growing up though too. So Tweety
Bird gets a vote. Brian, it's a Tweety or Flipper.
So now, are the dolphins passing around the puffer fish, then going and raping other dolphins? Is that like hey,
they're
guys,
just going like Vegas,
Probably,
night
dude.
Vegas to the wall.
Yeah, exactly. But JB brought up a good point. I don't think how she meant to bring it up, but so I remember in school you had that stupid kid who would hide behind the teacher and be like, and then know that you can't get him. That's what Tweety Bird is to me. And I always, I'm like, second that teacher's gone, I'm gonna get you, kid. So I'm gonna have to go Dolphins.
Which means it is a tie game, and it goes to Jeremy. Jeremy, tie-breaking decisions. The first time we've had this option. Do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
It's Tweety versus who?
Tweety versus Flipper.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, I mean, Flipper was definitely before my time, and for a show that takes place in the fucking ocean, there wasn't enough sharks. Like, fuck that shit. And for my buddy Hank Hill, I will not vote for a dolphin because they're a rapist. But, yeah, 100%, I gotta go for Tweety Bird because all Tweety Bird was doing was surviving. He wasn't being a dick. He was trying to survive getting eaten. Come on, man.
True. I mean, Tweety Bird might not make it much further, but I mean, damn right. Just trying to survive. Street.
Tweety moves on 4-3, faces another 4-3 in the next round. We're moving from Q to Jess on this one, and we're also moving from Tweety to Sylvester. Is it Sylvester the cat or Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
I'm going with Salem. I watched the crap out of Sabrina growing up.
Salem gets a vote. Kevin.
Who's the fucking awesome Salem going against again? Like, I forgot who you said. I heard Salem and my mind wiped.
Sylvester from Tweety and Sylvester.
Oh,
the guy that was just punked out by Tweety. Yeah,
it's
Salem
Salem.
gets another vote. I'm gonna go with Salem as well, dude. We were just talking about this on the recasting call because we were talking about Johnny Depp playing the cat on the voice of the cat on Hocus Pocus, and Salem was one of those voice cats that I put in for the cat to voice his cat, but Jeremy was good enough to put in Johnny Depp, and it just blew everybody else out of the water. Salem though is, I don't care about Sylvester, dude. Like, having a tomcat in general will be just kind of a weird thing to have for me because it's not really a pet. It's kind of like an outside thing that goes anywhere and wants to anyway. And Salem being a house cat and being a snarky ass house cat too would just be funnier in hell. So Salem gets my vote. Jamie, is it Salem or
puppet.
Sylvester?
I think the best part, I always loved Sylvester growing up, but the best part of Sabrina the Teenage Witch was watching Salem say some zinger and then watching that puppet going, ha, 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 ha. Like,
Yes.
Like, it was like it rolled its eyes and did the whole little blah. Who wouldn't want that commentary in their life? Or like when you fuck up to look over and be like, Salem, be like, yeah, I got that. Like, God damn it. Like, I would love a Salem in my life. If I could have a cat and it be Salem, guaranteed, I would totally give in and get a cat. Until then, no.
Salem gets a vote. Harley's saying Salem as well. If anybody wants to comment in the comments, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel and comment on there. Maybe you'll get your vote heard as well. Brian, Salem or Sylvester?
I grew up on Sylvester, but Salem seems way more cool. Sylvester was just a pain in that. Like, whatever. Sylvester was whatever. And he would always get weird around the other cats, like the cooler cats around him when they went outside. He was just all talk. We're going to go Sylvester. Who was the other one? I'm sorry. Salem. We'll go Salem.
Salem gets a vote. There was some weird background noise. I'm not exactly sure who it was coming from, but Jeremy, Salem.
I mean, Sylvester was cool as shit, but, and no one's mentioned this yet, and I'm amazed. Salem was a fucking warlock, a hundreds of years old warlock. If you could have a fucking talking cat that could teach you magic, who the fuck wouldn't want that? Salem, all day.
In looks like our second sweep. Salem moves on 7-0. Next up, Kevin starts us off. Is it Blue?
I didn't
What
know.
about Q?
All right, there is only 6 there. Q, is it Salem or Sylvester?
Now I'm gonna make you look like an asshole, Sylvester.
All right. 6-1. Salem still moves on 6-1. Doesn't matter. Kevin starts us off. Is it Blue from Blue's Clues or Wishbone from Wishbone?
Papa?
That was relatively decent, actually.
That was actually pretty good.
That was.
Blue gets a vote on that one. I'm going to go for Wishbone on this one. I've said multiple times that this is one of the few shows that I know Hollywood has kind of run out of ideas. You know, we give them shit because there's like no new ideas coming out. I think Wishbone is one of the few television shows that deserves a reboot and done the same way, but like the better quality of video that they have nowadays. Like, there's better quality here that we're doing on my damn cell phone than there is that the quality they had back in like the early '90s for this show, but it was a damn good thing. And the dog was cute as fuck. So Wishbone is getting my vote. Jamie, is it Wishbone or Blue?
To be honest, this almost could deserve a fuck you because I enjoyed both. Grew up watching both. I had a lot of great PBS memories and rocking out shows wise with a couple of my really good friends I still talk to today. I could get behind Wishbone and I enjoyed the shows and I really enjoyed the concept, but I didn't really watch it as much as I would catch myself watching Blue's Clues and there's no kids around. I'd just be like, damn, I'm still watching this. Okay, like here's another episode. Go for it. And I mean, I would sing "You Got Mail." I would do all of it with them. So I think I'm gonna have to just vote Blue.
Blue gets a vote on that one. Brian, Blue or Wishbone?
Yeah, so my kids grew up on Blue's Clues. It was past my thing, but I still, when I'm talking to employees on my shows, I will still say, okay, guys, pull out your handy dandy notebooks or things like that. I still use those things, and I looked it up, and I don't know what the fuck Wishbone is. I don't know. If I was out, that might have been through my meth days and I was doing other stuff, and I wasn't watching Wishbone, but I even Googled it and I looked at it. I have no clue what Wishbone is, so I gotta go with Blue's Clues.
You're not the only one, because I have no clue either.
For those who don't know, Wishbone was a television show that involved a dog who went through classic literature. And he was dressed up. Yeah. He was always the main character and did like Three Musketeers and Sleepy Hollow and all those stories and stuff like that. And it's cute little Boston Terrier. There's like 3 of them. I can't remember the dog's name, but it was like the actual dog who played him. Dog's name, but
and it was
still one of my favorite shows.
Didn't he like?
It was a show.
Like on real TV.
Yeah, well, PBS.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's probably why I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's public television, which
there'd be like an accent and all that stuff. Wouldn't there be? Like, wouldn't he get into the character?
Yeah, it was, and every episode they had the book would relate to the story that's going on in the actual world for his owner and everything else going on. I remember they did a Man of La Mancha, or not Man of La Mancha, some other Hispanic heritage one, and it was a Mother's Day episode, and it's still one of my favorite episodes. Cannot remember the name of the book. I just fucking can't because I'm not a big reader, but that's that.
The Count of Monte Cristo, I'm imagining?
No, it
Pride
was
and Prejudice.
For the mother? No, it wasn't. It was that the Mother's Day episode was talking about the vision of Virgin Mary on the hilltop, stuff like that. It was a damn good episode. It's a lot of good like I'm about to say self-important, but it's not, stuff to relate to oneself and self-growth on this show as well, if you go into the actual storylines of it, so which is really cool. PBS is really good for stuff like that. Jeremy, is it Blue or Wishbone?
Honestly, 2 shows I can give 2 bigger fucks about in the world. But I mean, Wishbone, I knew it existed. I just never watched PBS that much except for Arthur. But Blue's Clues I did watch for a long time back in my turn Nickelodeon on and not turn it off until I had to go to bed type thing. So Nick Jr. I watched pretty much everything on at one point. It's no Go Island, but I'll go with Blue's Clues in this one.
I missed Gulliver Island. I can't deny that. Q. Blue.
Is the Polywalk not in this?
No.
God damn you, Freddie. Fuck you, Freddie.
I know.
I'm going to have to go with Blue.
Blue gets another one. Jess.
Blue.
6-1. Blue moves on. I start this one off. One of my most hated shows out there, but it's kind of popular right now. Is it Polly the Parrot from Peppa Pig? Or one of my most loved shows of all time, George from Curious George? It's Curious George. Like, who wouldn't want a curious little monkey? I guarantee you that monkey has cost him a whole bunch of money, but the man in the yellow hat is fucking loaded. So there's that. George gets my vote. Jamie.
Because I can relate to Curious George. You tell me like a tiny bit of the story, you better be able to tell me the whole fucking thing and whatever details I ask. I must know it all. I'm just that. What? Why? Huh? What's going on?
Who?
What's over there? Who? Huh? So I am right there with Curious George. Right there.
Why are you asking all the questions?
Yeah, why are you asking all them questions?
Curious George gets a vote on that one. Brian, is it Curious George or Polly the Parrot?
Jamie just voted for Curious George because she dated the man in the big yellow hat in high school. That's all it was. I'm gonna go Curious George. I mean, you gotta go Curious George. He's been around forever. Epic tales. The movie was even good. You know, I love Curious George. You gotta go Curious George.
Gets a vote. Jeremy, Curious George or Polly the Parrot?
See, the problem. Well, I don't like Peppa Pig at all because I think my daughter loves it, but I think Peppa Pig is ruining children, so I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, how do you really want a curious monkey though? Because I mean, if the man in the yellow hat puts on his other hat and is having some fun, the monkey's gonna get a little too curious and be like, "What you doing there, buddy? What you doing? What you doing?"
Well, it's the same concept of having kids though, like toddlers.
Well aware. But and I will vote for Curious George, though, mainly for this reason, just to piss Freddy off a little, because the man in the yellow hat was played by Will Ferrell in the movie.
Yeah.
One of the few good movies. One of the few movies that Will Ferrell was in, but not because of Will Ferrell.
Great movie.
Yeah. Just not because of him. Curious George gets the vote and the win on that one. Q, is it Curious George or Polly the Parrot?
I'm going to go with Curious George on this one. Most bad.
They're bringing up the entire badness of Peppa Pig, by the way. There is a serious debate on which is a worse show for children between Peppa Pig or Caillou.
Oh, I hate Caillou. I hate Caillou. That's why PBS went past me, because I would not allow that stupid Caillou in my home. No,
I'd rather have my kids watch Caillou than Peppa Pig, but they're not allowed to watch either one.
Yeah. So there's worse shows out there. Jess, is it Curious George or Polly the Parrot?
Curious George, because like I said, my kids are not allowed to watch it.
What's wrong?
Gets another vote.
What's wrong,
Kevin, finish it out.
All I gotta say is, at least for the yang that is Peppa Pig in this world, we have, or whatever the bad one is, whatever the dark one is, at least for that, we have the Bluey to match it out and completely polarize the entire thing.
Speaking of, but by that way, Kevin, you're probably, I don't know if I've told you about this yet. I'm pretty sure I have. But in the spring of this year, we will be doing a Bluey episodes bracket.
Oh!
And it is going to break hearts. And I guarantee most of the people on this show aren't going to care about it. But I know myself and Bubbles absolutely love the show. So I'm trying to get the ladies from, there's a show called Gotta Be Done. It's Bluey Pod on all your socials if you want to go follow them. I recommend following them because their show, if you're a fan of Bluey, I would recommend it because their show is absolutely fantastic. But I'm trying to get them to do this show because it's absolutely fantastic. But Curious George moves on 7-0. Next up, Jamie starts us off.
I just wanted to say Jack Johnson did the whole soundtrack for the movie too. That was like, come on, it's great.
Jamie starts us off. Is it Klaus, the fish from American Dad, or Gary the snail from SpongeBob?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Gary only because I don't know the show American Dad and all the characters on there very well, so I'm gonna go with Gary.
Gary gets a vote. Brian.
I am disappointed in you, young lady.
I know.
Who's in this one again?
Klaus from American Dad is a fish, or Gary is a snail from SpongeBob.
Meow.
I'm gonna have to go Gary. I'm not. I'm not familiar with Klaus, so I'm gonna have to go Gary.
Klaus had the brain of is a fish that a CIA agent took the brain of a Nazi scientist and put it in a fish.
Sounds very entertaining.
It's very entertaining, but
it's fucking D. Bradley Baker, and it's a
Yes.
He's a dirty fucking sex-minded fish.
But did he confuse SpongeBob with hating him because he was just looking for food on Patrick's back? I'm gonna have to go Gary the snail.
Jeremy,
well,
is it Gary or Klaus?
First things first. For my friend DeAndre Robinson, fuck SpongeBob SquarePants. Fuck SpongeBob SquarePants to the fullest.
First things first, get your facts right, bro.
I hate SpongeBob SquarePants with a fucking passion.
No.
I hate it. Ugh,
No.
Fucking bubbles and jellyfish and all that stupid shit.
He wasn't a scientist. He was an Olympic skier.
True, but he was
Ski
still
jumper.
He was still a German Nazi. And I will have to go with Klaus because he is one of the best characters of any cartoon I ever watched. He is fucking hilarious. And yes, Brian, he knows his whole family hates him and he lives with it. So he has human emotions.
Klaus gets to vote on that one. Harley's in comments. She's going for Gary on this one. Q, is it Klaus or Gary?
Klaus gets so much shit during the show. Like, it's not cool.
Neither are you.
So I'm voting for Klaus.
They go on vacation and they forget about him.
Q and Jeremy agree on a vote. That's nice. Jess, Gary the snail or Klaus the fish?
Klaus, because I watch American Dad more than I do SpongeBob.
Kevin, Gary from SpongeBob or Klaus from American Dad?
This was gonna be a D. Bradley Baker, therefore Klaus vote, until Jeremy said fuck SpongeBob, and this turns into a fuck you Jeremy vote because you don't like Princess Bride, so therefore your opinion doesn't matter, and I'm going with meow.
Which means it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I guarantee you pretty much whoever wins this one is going to be winning the next round because fuck them too. And just because Kevin brought up the entire hating on Princess Bride,
The two are not related in any fucking way. I don't pick this just because you hate Star Wars.
Go ahead.
But then again, I have a tendency to vote with the crowd, with the commentators. You guys know this, and of course Harley is in comments. She is voting for Gary, so my vote goes to Gary for Harley. Gary moves on. We'll be right back right after this break.
And as Klaus would say, you uncultured swine.
Yes.
Yeah, but you screwed that. You opened your mouth because I knew dang well that Kevin was going to go for Klaus till you said what you said there, Jeremy. So.
I know how much Kevin loves SpongeBob, so I didn't know which way he was going to go.
Oh, no, it was D. Bradley Baker all the way.
You already mentioned that earlier, too.
I know he did, but he loves SpongeBob. I know that.
Oh, well.
Brian.
That is a fact.
Brian, what you up to?
Hey guys, come make sure you check me out over on the dailydank.com. We got the YouTube, we got the Facebooks, we got all the stuff, guys, all the Twitters. But check out the dailydank.com. We do a 7:10 a.m. show. We do the 4:20 show, guys, and we're getting spooky for Halloween. We're talking the spookiest strain reviews. We're getting deep into the Universal monster world, guys. Every Monday for Movie Monday, we dive deep into what do we do? We did Frankenstein, we did Dracula, we did the Hunchback, the Phantom of the Opera with Lee Chaney. We dive deep into how his wife drank acid on stage, trying to ruin his career. We did a deep dive, guys. Really, really cool. Join us on Mondays. We do Paranormal Tuesdays, Weed Wednesdays, everyone's favorite. Thursday is True Crime, and then we give away the house on Fridays, Baked and Unboxed, where we unbox the coolest autographs, collectibles, bongs, you name it. We unbox it, guys, and then we give the shit away. That's right. Jump in, check it out, guys. TheDailyDank.com. We have fun every day. Come and check it out.
We are back for round 2, and it looks like Brian starts us off on this one. We're leaving it to the dogs on this one. Is it Snoopy from Peanuts or Scooby from Scooby-Doo?
Ooh. I got to stick with Scooby, man. Scooby's my guy. Scooby all the way.
Scooby gets a vote on this one. Jeremy, is it Scooby or Snoopy?
Oof. That's a fuck you Freddy and a half right there. But, I mean, I gotta give it to Scooby motherfucking Doo, because who else goes to Spooky Island and gets to have a fucking blast like that? Come on.
Scooby gets another vote. Q.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now.
Okay. Scooby-Doo gets a vote. Jess
Scooby.
gets the vote and the win. Kevin
Doobie.
gets another one. I'm going to go for Snoopy on this one. I'm not going to let Snoopy. I'm not going to let Snoopy. I'm not going to let Snoopy die. Honestly,
I set you up.
Yeah, you could have been Doo, and then I would have voted for Snoopy.
Have you not seen the scene? Have you not seen that fucking meme where Charlie Brown's at fucking Snoopy's grave drinking a bottle of fucking JD?
Snoopy is one of the most iconic characters of all time, and I would love to have him as a legitimate pet. Scooby's just too big of a dog for me, dude. Like I don't want a dog that's like freaking standing on all fours and he's still 3.5 feet off the ground.
He's got a van he can sleep in.
Down by the river. Besides the point. Snoopy gets my vote. Jamie, finish this out.
I think I'm going to go ahead and give my vote also to Snoopy, not just for the fact that I would have a medium dog size to go between my small and my large one, but I really am not all about sharing my stash. So
Yeah.
you would get into mine all the time. So I'm okay with being the only one in my house that messes with that. So
plus, as far as Scooby-Doo goes, can you imagine how much you have to feed this damn dog? Like those sub sandwiches that he just goes down the dog's freaking throat hole. It doesn't like that's a couple $100 sandwich right there. Like there's no way in hell. Like this is gonna I will never financially recover from this type thing.
But him and Shaggy are kind of like whatever Shaggy gets, he's like splitting with him, right? So is Shaggy just getting 5 sandwiches anyway? And he's like, "Ooh, Scooby, here's one."
Yeah, and say Harley has a good point here. And the piles of poop. Anytime you have a big ass dog, and Jeremy knows about this because Mastiffs are huge. Anytime you have a Great Dane, which is what Scooby is, those piles of poop are like the size of Jamie's little dog.
That's why you let him go in the woods and you don't have to fucking worry about picking it up.
Yeah, well,
that's why you have a van down by the river. You just let it flush its own way out and have somebody else take care of it down the road. No. Scooby moves on 5-2. Jeremy starts us off. Is it Wilber from Charlotte's Web or Pinky and the Brain from Pinky and the Brain?
Well, fuck me. I don't like either of these options, but I guess I'll have to say what a pig.
Wilber gets the vote. Q.
What is it, Wilbur? No.
Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky in the Brain.
Still going Pinky in the Brain.
Gets another vote. Jess.
Pinky in the Brain.
Gets another one. Kevin.
Yup.
3 in a row. I'm going to keep it interesting. I'm going to go Wilbur. I personally think the actual show itself is the movie itself is a lot more wholesome and actually made for kids. Pinky and the Brain, it gets old pretty quickly. And having kids myself, I have a tendency to go for more of the child friendly type things. Harley is in comments. She is going for Pinky in the Brain. This is one time that we don't necessarily agree. Jamie, Wilber, Pinky in the Brain.
You may disagree with Harley, but I don't. I'm going to give my vote to Pinky and the Brain.
With that, we'll be moving on. Brian, finish this out. Is it Pinky in the Brain or Wilber?
I'm gonna go Pinky in the Brain. That Wilber. He needs to get his shit together.
5-2. Pinky in the Brain moves on to the next round. Q starts us off. We have a cat fight going on. Is it Garfield or Salem?
Oh, fuck you, Freddy. Fuck you so hard.
Go Willie. Yeah, Garfield.
I'm gonna fucking bust my hip out fucking you so hard on that one. Jesus.
Garfield.
From heavens above, he's saying Garfield. Jess, is it Garfield or Salem?
Salem.
Gets a vote. Kevin.
The comic was great, but fucking Salem.
Gets a vote. Gets another vote. I'm gonna go for Salem. Having a sarcastic cat you can actually understand. We could all understand Garfield, but I don't think John could ever actually understand Garfield in canon.
Subtitles don't exist in real life.
Yeah, so, but we all can understand Salem, so he gets my vote. Jamie, is it Salem or Garfield?
Oh man, that is a good childhood classic cartoon. I look forward to reading it along with Snoopy and all the other good ones on Sunday mornings. But I do like me a little mouthy going on from Salem, so Salem it is.
I mean, they're both mouthy, but you can only understand Salem in real life.
Salem's so mouthy in the punny way and in the more mature way that I think I'd find myself cackling a lot more and be like, all right, Salem, you can come with me, you fucking bastard.
That and Garfield has absolutely no... Garfield has no reason to hate Mondays. The entire thing is flawed.
True. That fucker needs to go to work. Get up and go to work, then complain, Garfield, then call me.
But the
Brian.
memes.
Yeah. Brian, is it... It was memes before memes.
Exactly.
Brian, is it Salem or Garfield?
You know, I don't. If we can all understand Garfield, and everyone can understand Garfield, but John, it's kind of John's problem, not ours, right? That's what I'm thinking. So maybe it's John who has the issues. I'm gonna go Garfield. I love me some Garfield, man. He lives his best life, you know. Garfield.
I got addicted to lasagna.
Who isn't addicted to lasagna?
Yeah, I was about to say, who doesn't like lasagna? I'm lactose intolerant, and I
doesn't like lasagna.
Well,
is he human?
Q's weird.
He's not human.
Is it just John?
American?
Is it just John that can't understand Garfield, or is it like all humans?
No, all humans. No human can understand Garfield in the comics or in the TV show ever.
I was about to say, because it's not just a John problem. He just happens to be in the main
because I was going to say,
human.
then the girls that John brings around, then they would be able to understand Garfield, I guess, if that was the case.
John was a bit of a player, wasn't he? I forgot about that.
Was.
John, he had some stuff going on.
He was not. He was not a player. It was always Liz.
No. Yeah, it was always Liz. It was always a vet. Which I'm pretty sure the reason why John fed Garfield lasagna all the time was to keep him fat, so he has a reason to go to the vet all the time.
Yep.
Oh
no.
So,
just
for health concerns?
That, you dick.
I know, right? Jeremy, finish this one out. Is it Garfield or Salem?
Well,
fuckers.
The only reason I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch was to see Melissa Joan Hart. So, 100% Garfield.
Salem moves on 4-3 to the next round. Jess starts us off. Is it Curious George moving on from 7-0 last round versus Perry the Platypus 6-1?
Perry.
Perry gets a vote. Kevin.
I'm gonna go with Perry all the way. Like it's Perry the fucking Platypus.
Perry gets another one. I'm going to go for Perry the Platypus, too. It's really hard to vote against a spy. I I don't care if platypuses are real or not. It's hard to vote against a spy.
So you're with me.
No, I'm just going into your fantasy type thing here. But yeah, Perry the Platypus gets my vote. Jamie, is it Perry the Platypus or Curious George?
This is a good matchup, but I just might want to say here, the first break that we took, the reason why I was late to come back is because I couldn't find my Perry the Platypus, so I now know that Kevin stole it. I don't know how he did it, but he stole it, because I went to go look for my Perry the Platypus, and it's just like that. Perry the Platypus. I mean, Dr. Doofenshmirtz and everybody that comes with Perry the Platypus. Gotta do it. Yes. Love you, Perry.
Gotta be done. Brian, Perry the Platypus or Curious George?
We gotta go play. Look, it's real. He's right, a real platypus right there, guys. I'm proving that there's
Okay,
platypus.
I'll take that proof. I accept this proof. Platypuses now exist.
All right. Gotta go Perry the Platypus.
Perry the player, what it is. Perry the Platypus gets a vote on that one. Jeremy, Perry the Platypus or Curious George?
I honestly could care less, but for Will Ferrell, Curious George.
Gets a vote. Q. Perry the Platypus.
I'm gonna have to go
George.
Perry the Platypus.
Gets another one, and Jeff started that one off. So it is 6-1, moving on to the next round. Kevin starts this one off. We're going back to the dogs on this one. Is it Pluto or Santa's Little Helper?
I gotta go with the pup play. Pup play. Pet play. Pluto.
Pluto gets a vote on this one. I am a Simpsons fan since day one. Santa's Little Helper gets my vote on this one. Jamie, Pluto or Santa's Little Helper?
Santa's Little Helper.
Gets a vote. Brian, Pluto, Santa's Little Helper.
Gotta go Pluto. Any kind of commitment like that, you're buried in Pluto all the way.
Gets another one. Jeremy, Pluto, Santa's Little Helper.
Santa's Little Helper, just for the simple fact that the one episode where they showed it from his point of view taught me how dogs see things when I was a kid. The whole colorblindness thing, like that was the first thing that actually showed me, like from that point of view. And the way they think that people talk, like the like that's fucking hilarious. I love it.
Q, is it Santa's Little Helper or Pluto?
I'm going with the what should be a planet still. Pluto.
Jess.
Pluto.
Okay, I was about to ask you if you wanted the to know who was facing in the next round.
Nope.
But I kind of figured it's not going to matter since you answered that quickly. So Pluto moves on in a 4-3 split to the next round. I start this one off. It is Stitch versus Tweety. Just so Tweety, just so Twitch will have a vote against it.
Twitch.
Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch.
Are we shipping the two now?
It was Twitter, was Tweety. Now it's Twitch.
Twitter.
It was Twitter. What now?
I one time last round it was Twitter. I said Twitter. I'm gonna vote for Tweety because I'm pretty sure Stitch will be just getting a landslide on this one. So go for that one. Jamie, is it Tweety or Stitch?
Not Tweety.
Did you just say Tweety with a Stitch voice?
He said not
Okay.
Tweety.
Okay, I couldn't understand you. There you go. Brian, is it Stitch or Tweety?
Stitch. You gotta go Stitch.
Gets another vote. Jeremy, Stitch, Tweety.
You don't gotta go Stitch because he's just a fucking renegade. So Tweety.
Tweety gets a vote. Q, Stitch, Tweety.
It's gotta be Stitch, man. He's that blue dude.
Jess
Stitch.
gets another vote. Kevin, finish us out.
No man.
Hold on, I gotta step off, guys.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna go with Stitch though, but not Tweety. Definitely not Tweety. Definitely not Tweety.
Stitch moves on 5-2, faces another 5-2 in the next round. Jamie starts us off. We're going back to the dogs on this one. It's 6-1 versus 6-1. Is it Odie or Blue?
We're over here. Okay. If I was blue, if I was green, I would die. So blue.
Blue gets a vote. Brian?
Blue and who?
Odie. Garfield.
Man. I gotta go Odie. I love Odie. You know, that's my generation. The kids watch Blue's Clues. I grew up on Odie, so I'm going Odie.
Odie gets a vote. Jeremy, is it Odie or Blue?
Fuck Blue. He's always leaving those paw prints already to fucking clean up. It's a pain in the ass. I'm going with Odie.
Those are
Odie
helpful
gets a
paw
vote.
prints.
No, they're not. They're not helpful. Steve,
They
is
help
Odie-
me.
I'm getting tired of you playing your game, Blue.
It was so tiresome
Q, is
that
it-
Steve had to change 3 times.
Q, is it Odie or Blue?
It's gotta be blue in this situation. Like I said, I really don't. I'm not a Garfield fan.
Blue gets a vote. Jess?
Blue.
Kevin? Gets the vote and the win. Personally, I think the only good Blue that needs to be in this bracket is Blue from Jurassic Park, but that's me.
Agreed.
Yes, that's
Q's like, I'm surprised Q's not fucking throwing a fit right now. Like, what the fuck is that?
4-3, Blue moves on to the next round. Last up in this round, Brian starts us off. Is it Chicken and Duck from Friends or Gary from SpongeBob?
Chicken and Duck.
Gets a vote. Jeremy?
Fuck this matchup, Freddie. Fuck you, Freddie, just because this is the stupidest matchup ever. But let's see. Racist versus sneaking a tax credit. I don't know what I'm going for here. Fuck it. I put up a Q. I'll go with the tax credit. Let's go with Gary.
Gary gets a vote.
Did I just tune in to C-SPAN? What's going on here?
Q, is it Gary or Chicken and Duck?
I'm about to go with Gary.
Gary gets a vote. Jess?
Gary.
Kevin?
All the way.
With a 5th vote as well. Jamie, finish this out. Is it Chicken and Duck or Gary?
Hold on. Sorry. Chicken and Duck or Gary? Gary.
Gary. It is 6-1. Gary moves on to the next round. Faces another 6-1 in round 3 and beyond. We'll be right back for that right after this break.
Hey, Kevin, is that the
Update.
noise is that the noise you make, Kevin, when you're getting a blowjob?
Oh my goodness, SpongeBob is officially ruined now.
There's your
Update.
opener. There's your opener, Freddie.
No, it's in the middle. It's not part of the show.
It can be. You have the power.
I can't though because it's part of the middle parts of that. I can put it on the end of it,
There you go.
but I can't really do anything else beyond that.
You can finish it out with that.
Update. Nobody's blown their load. So that's all I have. Other than that, welcome back for round 3. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like Jeremy starts us off. Is it Scooby-Doo or Pluto?
100%'s gotta be Scooby-Doo. I'm not into the pet play. I know Pink Shane, but I'm not into the pet play.
Scooby-Doo gets a vote. Q, is it Scooby-Doo or Pluto?
Oh, I gotta go with the Stoner Dog. Come on. Scooby-Doo, all the way.
Gets another one. Jess?
Scooby.
Kevin?
I'm not into pup play myself. I appreciate the craft, the lifestyle. It is what it is. Pluto rocks it. But I'm going. Oh, Fuck, who was it? Who did against?
Scooby.
Yeah, Scooby. Yeah, Scooby.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo moves on to the next round. I will... Again, picking up those giant turds just bother me. It's like, I can't... Like, I don't want to pick up a turd that's the size of Jamie's dog. It's just... it's not in my nature to have a big-ass dog in there. Pluto's a big-ass dog, too, but I think Pluto's a smaller dog. And I'm still kind of mad that Pluto's no longer officially a planet. So I'm going to give a sympathy vote
Yes.
at best to Pluto. Jamie, is it Scooby or Pluto?
I'm gonna go with Scooby.
Brian.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
6-1. Scooby-Doo moves on to the next round. Q starts us off. How about Pinky and the Brain versus Stitch?
Fuck you.
Let's go. Let's go Stitch. Why not?
Stitch gets a vote. Jeff?
So I was reading on what kind of dog Pluto is. Pluto is a bloodhound.
Which is a lot smaller than a Great Dane.
Yes. So who are the two votes again? Like
It's Pinky and the Brain or Stitch.
Stitch.
The fact that I had to repeat myself kind of bothers me. Kevin, is it Stitch or Pinky and the Brain?
I love Mr. Pinky, but I gotta go with the Stitch.
I'm seriously surprised he didn't blow his load on that one. That was, yeah.
I'm sorry. It's Stitch, man. It's Stitch.
Between the two, I personally think that Pinky and the Brain are a lot more controllable when it comes to pets.
I love how all three of us have a Stitch figure.
But Jamie's is the luckiest.
Mine's on my phone, so I carry it everywhere.
Like in
And
your
it does
back
go
pocket.
in-
It's pretty much attached to your ass, yeah.
It
So
either
has-
goes in my pocket or it goes in my bra. So
But if it goes in your pocket, then it has to eat your farts, and that's not pleasant for anybody, I don't think, for any human being. So, you know.
Hey, we don't kink shame on the show.
I don't know. Jamie's is a little square.
It's this Funko version.
She's got now she's got the square tits like Lara Croft in the original Tomb Raider.
Speaking of
That's what
Jamie,
the
by
man
the
in
way.
yellow hat told her in high school.
Jamie, is it Pinky and the Brain or Stitch?
Stitch. What's up?
Gets a vote and the win on that one. Brian.
I gotta go Stitch. I get beat up otherwise, so we're gonna go Stitch.
By who?
The what is that? The Three Stooges over here. Come on.
Which are many, many miles away from you. So,
I'll make the road trip. Don't make me.
Jeremy, finish this out. Is it Pinky and the Brain or Stitch?
Well, Jamie, you can make the road trip because I might enjoy it. So Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah, that'd be worth it. Stitch moves on 5-2 on that one. Jeff starts us off. Is it it's cats and dogs in the neighborhood today? Is it Salem or Blue?
Salem.
Salem gets a vote on that one. Kevin.
I'm blowing my damn load, man. Fuck you, Freddy. Fuck you.
Kevin's first one out on this one. I will be going with Salem on this one. That is a very easy vote. Having a sarcastic cat in the house and somebody you can just sit there and talk to and have bullshit conversations. It's like having a best friend. I don't like cats. I never have liked cats. I think cats are major assholes, but having a major asshole that you can talk to, it's like, imagine Salem on this show. Like, imagine Salem as the bastard.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking great. Salem gets my vote. Jamie, is it Salem or Blue?
Okay, so I've never had a cat. If I could, Salem would be the cat that I would have if I could guarantee I had a smart ass cat that I'd get along with. But I don't know that I would. And I'm sure Salem and I would get along great, but I just have this feeling that Salem would get under my skin after so long. And I am a big dog lover, and I love how excited Blue is. And maybe Blue will go on adventures with me and get me out of the house more because I'm kind of lazy like that. So I'm going to go with Blue.
Blue gets a vote. Brian, Salem or Blue?
I love how Jamie planned her whole life around Blue moving in. You know, Blue's an active dog, so maybe he'll get me out of the house. And, you know, he likes to try different foods, so maybe me and Blue could go out and we could try some stuff we've never tried before. Just for that, I'm going to say Blue.
Jeremy, is it Salem or Blue?
Fuck Blue. It's 100% Salem. It's 100% having a warlock in your fucking house. Hey, Salem, that dude over there is pissing me off. Can you do something about it? Yeah, one incantation later, he's a fucking frog. Let's do it.
Salem gets a vote. Q, Blue or Salem?
Did Blue's paw prints just like disappear?
No, they have to
Yeah,
clean up.
when you
Or just
pick up
throw
the
that shit
clue,
away?
I'm sure when you pick up the clue, it disappears.
You think it's
I'd be
Blue?
more worried that Blue's girl. I'm more worried that Blue will be leaving clues to the packages that she leaves behind. To be perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure Salem is trained enough to go into not only a litter box, but in a litter box in a different complete dimension.
Oh, I kind of feel like Salem's bougie enough to say, "Bitch, give me a toilet and a bidet." So,
Well, I mean, assuming you have Salem, would you kind of assume that you're magic? Because you would have to be magic to have Salem in the first place. You can't just have a magic cat. So
I hope, maybe, I don't know.
that would be a perk.
Yes.
Well, the greatest American hero couldn't just have a suit, but he did. So
Yeah.
Q, is it Blue or Salem?
It's definitely gonna be Blue.
Which means it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to Jess on this particular one.
I
Or
thought
no, Jess started, which means Kevin blew his load,
And yeah.
and he is tie-breaking decision. Kevin, do you want to know who either one of these will be facing in the next round?
It wouldn't really affect it, but sure.
It is either going to be Salem or Blue facing Scooby-Doo in the final four.
Well, I grew up with I grew up with that shit, man. It's so hard for me to vote against it, but I am very much more a cat person. So much more a cat person. I love me some puppers, but I'm a cat person, tried and true.
He loves those pussies, people.
Yeah, gotta get me some pussy. I'm going with the pussy, the Salem.
Oh my God! Let's leave that word out.
No panties
was worth it.
needed. No panties needed.
Salem moves on 4-3 to the next round. Kevin starts us off on this one. Is it Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb or Gary from SpongeBob?
Did you say it starts on me?
Yeah.
Oh no! Fuck.
And
I guess.
and you can't blow your load either.
No, it's Perry. It's Perry. He's green screen, but he's Perry.
Perry the Platypus gets a vote on that one. I will be going for Perry the Platypus as well. Like there's no possible way I'm going for Gary on that one. Jamie, Perry the Platypus or Gary?
Yeah, I'm going for Perry the Platypus also.
Gets another one. And if Perry the Platypus moves on, that's going to be a hell of a matchup. It really is.
That's what I know.
Brian, Perry the Platypus or Gary?
all day, every day, Perry the Platypus.
Jeremy, Perry the Platypus or Gary?
Yeah, fuck SpongeBob. I'll take that puss.
Gets another vote. Q.
Gotta go with the platypus.
And Jess, finish this up. In a 7-0 vote, Perry the Platypus moves on to the final four. I get to start us off, and the final four matchups we have Scooby-Doo versus Salem, and Stitch versus Perry the Platypus.
That deserves a fuck you.
That's the biggest fuck you, Freddy.
Fuck you.
That's a huge fuck you, Freddy.
That's
Kindest when I need him.
that is
That way, and that way. All of you.
that is the match out I was afraid of. As soon as I saw this paperwork with this list of characters, I'm like, that's the matchup I don't want.
And that's the matchup that's gonna happen now. And you blew your load.
You're Titus when we need him. Hey, fuck you, Freddy.
I start us off. We're going to start off with Scooby and Salem. the only cool thing about Scooby, realistically, as having him as a realistic pet, would be the fact that he's kind of a garbage disposal. Anything that you wouldn't want to eat is gone. But on the flip side of that, anything you would want to eat, still probably gone. And then you'd have to clean up the stuff that you couldn't eat because of him later on anyway. And he can't really talk. You can kind of understand him, but it's like toddler speak, where you know enough, but nobody else does. So you kind of translate for him to other people. But I don't see a lot of downsides to Salem. Realistically, I don't. I see a lot more perks with him. So I will be going for Salem on this one, realistically. Jamie, is it Scooby-Doo or Salem?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it's Salem.
Okay. I'd say that was a... Brian, Salem or Scooby-Doo?
Yes. No, it's Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo gets a vote. Jeremy, Scooby-Doo or Salem?
Oh, sorry, Salem, but it's 100% Scooby-Doo, motherfucking doobie. Roll me a doobie and smoke it with the do.
Q, is it Scooby-Doo or Salem?
Oh, it's definitely Scooby-Doo.
Jess, knowing that Stitch has a possibility of moving on to the finals, you might want to figure out who has the lesser opportunity to beat Stitch in the finals. Is it Scooby-Doo or Salem?
I'm gonna go with Salem.
Gets a vote. It is a tie game. Kevin, Scooby or Salem?
Fuff. I mean, I hate to vote against a fellow stoner, but Salem. Upset.
Final. Salem. Salem moves on to the finals. Jamie starts us off. Is it Stitch or Perry the Platypus?
Believe this is your answer for all you in audio land. You're missing the fuck out. It's
You're missing Jamie's furry costume.
For everybody out there in Spotify land, Jamie is wearing a full head-to-toe onesie
With
in
nothing
the in the form of Stitch. If you want to see it, go ahead and check out our YouTube page, and it's about an hour and 50-some minutes into the entire thing, so it's a sight to behold.
Jamie, if you wear that during the whole wrestling theme songs bracket tonight, I will love you.
Oh my god, it might be too warm for that. We'll see.
I would love
Yeah, those
Jamie
things are
anyway,
hot.
whether she's wearing that or not.
I wore it.
Stitch
during
gets
the
a vote.
today,
She knows
so-
how much I love her.
Brian, is it Stitch or Perry the Platypus?
Perry the Platypus. I'm standing
It's-
firm with Perry. I stand with Perry.
He stands with Perry. Jeremy, is it Stitch or Perry the Platypus?
Once again, I'm here pounding for that puss.
The Platypus gets a vote. Q, Perry the Platypus or Stitch?
I'm gonna have to go with Perry the Platypus.
Fuck you, asshole.
Gets a vote. And Jess, what is yours?
Stitch.
Oh, Kevin, what are you gonna do?
He's gonna throw Stitch across the room and do the right vote.
It's a real Sophie's Choice moment you got to choose right now.
Is it on me already?
Yes.
Yep.
What's it at? What's the poll at? I don't know.
I can't tell you.
You blew your load, so of course it's on you already.
I can't say yes. The answer is yes.
The Stitch.
So yes to Stitch, since I was the last one to vote.
Perry.
Okay. Jess found logic. I'm gonna go with Jess.
Yeah.
And In the end, it doesn't matter because I am the final vote, and I am going for Perry Platypus.
Ready?
4-3. Stitch does not make the finals.
Wah, wah, wah.
And Stitch gets shaked out of here.
With Q's vote, which is probably the swing vote on this entire situation,
To be
Stitch
honest,
stays in the final four, which means Salem is.
Hey,
Which means it's going
I
to be
told you I was
Salem.
gonna vote Stitch to like the final four because then it'd be the best time to do it.
Which means it's going to be Stitch. Salem versus Perry the Platypus in the finals. Both of those are split votes, by the way.
You got
Harley in
comments.
comments.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Fuck you.
Big ol' me.
Not only you guys, but I have people in comment telling me to fuck off. I absolutely love it. I am a bastard. I will take that. But Salem
Curtis.
versus Perry the Platypus in the finals for third place. Brian starts us off. Is it Stitch or Scooby?
Scooby.
Scooby gets a vote.
He's like, I'm standing with Scooby now. Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
you, Brian.
Jeremy.
Easily. Scooby motherfucking Dooby-Doo. He smoked with Jane Silent Bob, for fuck's sake. Come on now.
Q
Oh, it's gotta be Scoob.
gets another vote. Jess.
Stitch.
Wow.
Kevin.
Stitch gets all my love. All my loving goes to Stitch.
Again, you guys know I'm a fan of voting with the commenters, not commenters. I apologize. Commenters.
Y'all bastards with us. It's okay. You commoners. We all the bastards.
Commenters. So I will be giving it to Stitch on this one, which also means it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Jamie. You have the ability to announce this loud and proud who is going into third place.
It's gonna be Stitch!
That's such
Stitch moves on to third place. Jeremy starts us off, and this is the last time to blow any kind of loads that you have, with the exception of Kevin, who is the only person to do so far. Finals. Is it Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb?
Well, not quite ready to blow that load just yet, Freddie. It's got to be Salem. There's no much of a competition here.
Salem gets a vote. Jess.
Isn't it my vote?
It's Quentin's vote.
Oh, I did. It is. It's Quentin's vote. Sorry. Q.
I was confused. But Perry the Platypus.
Now, Jess.
Perry.
Kevin.
Clicky noises that I can't make. Perry the Platypus. You can do it better than I can.
I find it hard to vote against Perry the Platypus, but damn it, I would absolutely love to have Salem as a pet. I don't think I'd ever see Perry the Platypus. I think he'd always be doing other things. And if I
but
knew
you
he
will
was
always
a spy,
be protected. If you were ever in danger, he would be there for you. He is loyal to a T. You are ever in danger, Perry is there for you.
Yeah, but Salem's a warlock.
Exactly.
Like I'm pretty sure
But
that
he's
there's
sarcastic, and
protection.
he might
On the
help you
house.
if he wants to help you. He is also a cat.
Hey, if I'm not there, he's not getting fed. So as long as I'm useful, I'm alive. So yeah, Salem will be getting my vote. Jamie.
So it's like marriage, you're saying, Freddie.
Pretty much.
Perry the Platypus. Thank you.
Gets a vote and the win. Brian finishes out.
The state of California stands with Perry the Platypus.
Yes.
5-2. Perry moves on. He is the finalist in this entire thing. Salem is second and Stitch in third. That is our show this week, guys. Jamie, where can people find you?
Pissed off that Stitch didn't get at least second place, you hookers. You bastards. My God. No, you can actually find me Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, not rubbing on Jeremy's nipples or whatever
Oh,
he's
you're
doing.
missing a good time then. You're missing a good time.
I am on the X, which I feel dirty saying that. The old Twitter. I even feel awkward saying that too. But Slipknot Chica, or I'm under my name. I've been on a few different podcasts lately. Been popping up here and there, so try to follow along. Might be on another one tonight. Might be on another one next week. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how much I like Jeremy.
I was gonna say, better not be no motherfucking mind about it.
I was just kidding. I'll be on his show coming up, so watch out. Yeah, I'm usually around social media. Hit me up, guys.
Brian.
I thought Jamie had some dirt to spill. She's like, "Yeah, I'm back on the X." I'm like, "What's going on?" Like, I thought we were done with him. No. You can find me over on the dailydank.com, guys. Come and check out our strain reviews, check out our movie reviews, just all our crazy nonsense. You'll have a great time, guaranteed.
Jeremy.
That's right, folks. As Jamie might have alluded to, you can check her out later tonight on the Maniacal Music Musings, doing both parts of the wrestling theme songs bracket. She is going to wrestle her way through some of the worst and some of the best theme songs out there. Come see that tonight, but any other time, you can find me on Facebook as Uncensored, Unapologetic, and Untamed UQ Podcast Collective Group, which Jamie is now an admin of and can add you if you're a friend of hers. So there you go. And you can, of course, find me on XXBaby and the gram as @JuggaloBastard. And the reason it sounds dirty now, Jamie, is because it's mainly OnlyFans girls on there. But you can also find me on TikTok as Juggalo Bastard Podcast. And you can find me on the YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings, Paranormal New Normal, Global Strangeness, or as streaming live always on Blind Knowledge. Because all knowledge was blind. And it still is, because they didn't fucking vote ASTRO to the finals. You unconscious right!
Die!
Q.
Well, of course, you can find your boy Q on Facebook under Quints and Bane Shirts, or you can find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q, because, well, I'm the master of the bastards. Dance, puppets, dance.
I had a dream.
You can
I'm
find me.
gonna wreck it, Ralph, is what I'm gonna do.
You can find me on Facebook under Just May Vandy Stroop, or Instagram under Just May 93, or on this podcast.
And our lovely guest that we can't wait to have back for another bracket, Kevin. Where can people find you?
I'm on SoundCloud at Stoner Music EC, Tiki Taki at Kevin ST1R, YouTube at Kevin ST1R2 for some dumb reason. I'm also on podcasts sometimes, many times on the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network, which you can find at idnmtrpodcastnetwork.com.
And I'm your host, Freddie Fish. You can find me at that on Facebook. When you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology. We have 2 polls going up every single day. At this current time, we are in the holiday season for Halloween. So we are doing a trick or treats bracket, and it's already caused some fights on that one. We're also doing a nod to the 90s, which is also kind of, it pissed me off a couple times, just saying. On Twitter, I will forever call it Twitter. Fuck X. It is, I'm at Fisher777. You can find us all at BracketPod. And on Instagram, you can find me at Can't Lick Me, not one word. Next week, we are doing 80s movies soundtrack, and hopefully, if I can have it planned out this time correctly, I have a very, 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 very special guest from my past. The reason I am the person I am today will be showing up next week. I can't wait to have her on. If she doesn't show up, and I can just tell her that it was somebody else. So there's that. But we're doing 80s movie soundtracks next week. So check that one out. I will leave you guys with the words of the late, great Jerry Springer, and that is this. Take care of yourself and each other. Have a good week, guys.